everybody.
Hi, friends. Well, from beautiful autumn in Salt Lake City, Utah.
It's Thank God I'm Atheist,
A podcast where we, a couple of wackadoodle atheists, just try to make sense of life here in these United States.
I'm Frank Feldman.
And I'm Dan Beecher.
And coming up on the show today, Dan, are you against religion or are you... what is it? Like, are you anti-religion?
Yeah, like, I think we're going to ask the question, should atheists be anti-theists?
Oh.
Or
dun, dun, dun.
should we, and this is the controversial one in our group of people, but should we actually make room for religion and even possibly, potentially encourage it? Question mark.
Okay.
We'll see.
I did not. You were going to even go that far, Dan, with it.
I didn't. I just asked a question.
Strident, absolutely not. So we'll see how this conversation goes later in the show.
We'll see how it goes.
That was just a little tease.
This might be a full-on fight. This may be the,
how emotional,
the last
how
episode.
Intense it might get. All right, Dan.
Yeah.
There's some things that happened this week. Some news.
Yeah.
As it were. A few weeks ago, the world was supposed to come to an end, right?
I mean,
or the rapture. It's not really the end of the world.
No,
it's
like
just
it was
a bunch
just
of people disappear, but the rest of us
a free roller coaster ride for a few real good kids, and then
all the people I actually do wish would disappear.
right?
Like,
just do it already, God. Go.
I want the rapture to be real.
Yeah.
Well, the guy who made that prediction that would happen on either September 23rd or September 24th, he after he flubbed it.
Oh yeah.
Right. Seriously, he's a South African preacher by the name of Joshua Mlakela. He realized, Dan, that it was just such a simple error.
Oh,
right? It was, and such a rookie mistake.
He forgot to carry the two. You always have to remember to carry the two.
Well, he was obviously working on the Gregorian calendar again. And he says now that it actually follows the Julian calendar.
Of course.
Which is going to throw the whole thing off by 13 days or thereabouts.
Yeah.
So that means, oh shit, Dan, that it would have happened October 7th or 8th, and we're still here.
Well, we would be here no matter what, Frank. You and I, we're not on
Speak for yourself,
on
Dan.
the list of people to be.
I have never found myself on a naughty list once in my life.
When God turns on his magic Dyson vacuum cleaner and sucks up the good people to the sky, it's not going to be us. I'm afraid we are just not welcome.
No, are you kidding me, Dan? No, I'm a good person. I was expecting to be raptured. I sold everything. I gave my dogs away.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Which was really sad.
Yeah.
But no, it was supposed to happen on the 7th or 8th. Did not.
No.
This would have been the Feast of the Trumpets had it happened. According to Mlakela, I don't know how to say his name. He says this is for real. This time, I'm 1,000,000,000% sure.
That's a high percentage.
Yeah,
that is it's a tricky percentage.
Yeah,
everything over 100 is like wow.
Yeah,
you've morphed into something else.
It's really amazing.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I'm 1,000,000,000% sure that he is he's in hiding now.
This one did not receive as much attention.
Because
the internet did not break over this one.
you can't like have that big of a flub, that big of a false start, and then I'm sure there were a few people who were like, oh my God, I knew it. I knew it couldn't have been not true. I knew it was real. Okay, let's prep for October. Here we come. And I'm sure that happened.
Yeah.
But like, I think most people, after experiencing the disappointment, most of the big believers, the people who are really on board with this thing, after experiencing the disappointment of the first one, were like, well, okay, I guess I'll wait and see, but I don't know.
Yeah. I will say though, the whole Julian versus Gregorian calendar, that is some good shit.
Yeah, I mean, well, let's see. Jesus wouldn't have been using Gregorian. He was before that. Come on.
I mean, it's. I'm sure that right now he's going like, wait, is it a leap year?
It was wait, let me do some more calculating. Well, the Jews have a different system, right? Well, maybe it's a Jewish system.
It's that one.
What year is it for the Jews? I don't remember.
Is it? Oh no, it's not the year of the rabbit, is it? Crap.
The Jewish year of the monkey. Every time someone predicts a rapture and then it passes and everybody goes, oh, it didn't happen. In the back of my mind, there's always this little thing that wants to believe that like 4 people were raptured and that was all God chose. And like everybody, like it did actually in fact happen, but nobody realizes it because
it only amounts to a missing person.
Yeah, exactly. There was like one guy in Cleveland and a lady in Louisiana and
now there's like milk cartons with their faces on them.
Yeah.
And
everybody's like, nope, rapture didn't happen. I guess we're done. I guess
there were only 4 good people in the world. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Jesus looked at the whole world and was like, it's Ted in Michigan.
Yeah.
Nancy down in Florida. Although I doubt anybody in Florida would ever.
No. Matter of fact, they added people to Florida. Just bad people just got added to Florida. They didn't take anybody out.
It was a reverse rapture.
You know what? It feels like that's what's happened. America right now feels like there has been a reverse rapture. Instead of people being pulled up to heaven, it was people being pulled
up from hell
to here.
Yeah.
And
that's all these demons going, wait, where did Ted go?
Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, you'll recall, Franklin, that last week I hailed the incoming of the Anglican Communion's first female Archbishop of Canterbury.
Good stuff.
Yeah, a lady
riveting
person.
That's why people tune in.
They
want the latest who's leading what stories.
You're really undercutting me right now. You're really just taking all the wind out of the sails here. So
no, I want to hear the story.
You don't. You very clearly don't. But you're going to anyway. So take that. So anyway, for those people who are interested in what's happening out in the world, the ECLA, which I get so confused about the various Lutheran types, because there's all these different Lutheran organizations, and there's the good ones, and then there's the horrible ones.
The good ones.
The gooder ones.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's the so the ECLA is like LGBTQ inclusive and lady people get ordained and all that sort of thing. This is the nicer one.
Okay.
And for the last 15 years, their presiding bishop has been a woman.
Yeah.
So that's cool. They've been on the forefront of that. Last 12 years, it has been Reverend Elizabeth Eaton. She has stepped down, and the new presiding bishop is a black man. So look at that.
Wow.
It's their first black presiding bishop, Reverend Yahiel Curry. And so
look at them.
It's interesting because with Reverend Elizabeth Eaton, who was the previous person, this denomination went from being very, very few women bishops to being majority women bishops, which is kind of awesome.
Wow.
And now and so this guy says that he has hope that his presence will bring up the representation of Black leadership.
Well, yeah.
So that's good, I guess.
And he was probably like, "Take that, ladies!
Get out of here, women folk! Make room for a man,
lady bishops." You lady bishops.
Lady bishops.
Well, that's, I mean, this is sort of apropos of a conversation that's going to be coming later in the show.
Should we be celebrating this? Yeah.
It's, I guess it's nice when churches are nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice things are nice.
Cool.
Niceness is good.
All right. Well, here's someone who's not nice, Dan.
Oh, good. We tend to talk about those a lot.
Not nice at all. Dan. Like kind of bad.
Okay.
I brought him up a couple weeks ago on the show, Joel Webbon.
Oh, I remember that
he's
name.
This pastor down in Texas who's starting to get a little bit of attention online from the likes of us, right? We're starting to notice, oh, he's really gross.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he has some things to say about Christians and immigration.
Sure.
And ICE. So I just kind of want to get in on this, Dan, just a little bit. He says, you can't be a vigilante, but you literally can join ICE and be God's appointed avenger. Who seeks to carry out God's vengeance on the evildoer.
You know what? Can I just say, I feel more comfortable with ICE now that I know that it's God who's choosing the agents.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought that it was a bunch of shitbags who don't care about qualifications and stuff. But no, it turns out it's God his damn self.
Well, God is also, from time to time, not really cared about people's qualifications. In fact, I would say most of the time, God doesn't seem to really care about qualifications. No. It's what's in somebody's heart. Anyway, he says immigration is evil.
Oh, immigration just as a concept.
Immigration is evil.
Yeah.
Says the white guy living in North America.
Right. Yeah.
Right. He says at least at the level we have it today. Those who are flooding our country, it's not theirs.
Okay.
They are flooding our country like a swarm of locusts and eating up the inheritance that your fathers, by their blood, sweat, and tears, not a bad band, laid up for you. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Can I just say that, like, that, I mean, it's just rich for a Christian pastor to say shit like that when Jesus talked so fucking much about caring for the immigrant and like he talked about that so much more than, like, he never mentioned abortion. He never mentioned, there's so many things that he barely touched on. But one thing that he talked about a lot was caring for the immigrant. But they're they're pure evil. They're a swarm of locusts. That's also a possibility. I don't know.
Yeah.
Webbon.
It's also like this guy. Yeah. You're picking up on that part. I just want to keep pounding the whole, he's a fucking white guy.
Yeah.
In North America. Right. Saying things like, this nation belongs to heritage Americans. And it's being devoured by those who it does not belong to.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a little tone deafness, perhaps, saying anything like that in a country where there are, I don't know, Native Americans.
Right. Yeah.
Who were robbed of their land, right?
Yeah.
Who the white people probably seemed like a swarm of locusts.
Yeah.
Right. That were eating up the inheritance of their fathers. Right.
Yeah. 100%.
So there's that. There's that.
100%.
But then there's also just the dehumanization, of course, of the immigrant.
Right.
There's also this weird need for vengeance, right? He's like this weird like, okay, I'll just get to it. You can join ICE today, he says, and make Jesus smile as you, with a gun, pack foreigners into the back of a van to be kicked out of the country. Yeah. That is a godly, glorious endeavor.
I think that actually, like, if you watch videos of ICE operatives just horribly mistreating people that they don't care if they're a citizen or not, they just want to abuse brown people.
Yeah.
He is articulating what they're after. They're not after like any kind of law and order or whatever. They just feel righteous and get to beat somebody up in the process. They get to feel like they're morally superior in some way.
And
because of Jesus somehow. and then they go and beat somebody up.
And being a bouncer at a nightclub wasn't good enough.
No.
Right.
And you
being a rent-a-cop wasn't good enough for these guys.
Well,
that's
also
half these guys have to be.
It doesn't pay as well. ICE pays great.
Yeah.
It's
Jesus Christ. And they get to go do the thing that they've been wanting to do
their whole lives. Yeah.
It is such an insane thing.
Yeah.
The whole ICE thing. It is so almost impossible to wrap your head around that it is like essentially like the brown shirts. Right. And it's just like, what in the fuck is going on? Yeah. And then you have Christian dildo pastor over here who is like saying that Jesus wants this.
In fairness to him, I'm looking at pictures of him. It definitely looks like he like his head was squished at birth. You know how they're.
Why do you always have to say horrible things about the way these people look?
Oh, I shouldn't, but he's such a piece of shit that it doesn't really, I don't care.
Right. He's not a real human, so you can break all the normal rules.
Okay. It's called Dan Out Day on the TGIA show. Everybody.
Dan.
We're just gonna make sure that Dan doesn't feel good about anything going forward. I'm fine with it. Let's move on. Okay, so I'm gonna take us to Colorado,
Sorry, Dan.
I'm gonna make fun of how you look in a minute. I'm
okay.
I'm kidding. Anyway, in Colorado, they actually passed a really cool law back in 2022. And this was a law that gave free preschool kind of statewide. And so any parents who had a kid, those pre-K, 4 years old or whatever, could enroll their kid in a preschool, and a half day preschool was free. And I think that's great. It's an amazing boon to parents. Kids get a head start. It's just a good program altogether. And they also made sure that they put in the law that you couldn't be a dickhead school, meaning if schools were going to get the state money to do this, and it was like a $300 million program to do this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But if you wanted any of that state money, you couldn't, you couldn't discriminate against families that are LGBTQ, or, you couldn't, if the parents that bring the child to daycare happen to be trans, just call them by their pronouns, not whatever you think their pronouns should be. Just very simple shit.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of Catholic preschools sued because they gotta protect their rights to bigotry.
Right.
If they can't look, if they have to say that it's fine that Susie's parents are both men, all hell breaks loose. I don't know what happens. ... You know what I mean? Like nothing happens, but they can't abide it. They can't help it. So they sued, and what ended up happening gloriously is they lost. And the court said, no, this is a legal law. You have to either abide by its rules,
right,
or just not get the money. You can still have your bigot school.
Yeah.
You just don't get the state money if you want to do it that way.
Yeah. Nobody's telling you have to shut down.
Nope.
I mean, it probably makes your fee that you're charging a little less attractive.
Yeah.
If the rest of the preschools are free.
Yeah.
But if somebody really wants your dumb Catholic, preschool.
Yeah. What if my 4-year-old has to be in the same preschool with a 4-year-old who knows a gay person? Then what?
I know. And soon enough, they're going to have to go to school with these people.
Oh my God. Well,
Jesus Christ.
That's when I'm just going to move to Afghanistan where everything's correct.
You've got it all figured out in Afghanistan.
Yeah. They know what they're doing.
You'll be fine, Dan. You got a beard. You're a guy.
Yeah.
You just have to become Muslim.
Yeah. That's the tricky one. But the rest of it, they're real good at the bigotry they've got sorted.
Yeah.
So
be right at home. Feel right. Feel great. All right. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Dan, this is one of those feel good stories.
Uh-oh.
Starts with a feel bad story.
Oh.
But then it turns and then it's a feel good story.
Okay.
So a few weeks ago, in late September, there was that incident in Michigan where a Mormon church got attacked.
Yes.
Right. The guy drove his vehicle into the Mormon church, shot some people, lit the place on fire. The aftermath photos of it are insane.
Yeah.
Right. And it was truly, truly a shocking story.
Yeah.
And
something like 4 people dead and
I think
a whole bunch of injured folks and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, shocking almost looking at the pictures of the church and afterward. Shocking that more people didn't actually die.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that happened. Of course, Donald Trump and his ilk were saying that it's like another sign of Christians under fire, Christians under attack,
right,
in this country,
right,
anti-Christian
by
bigotry.
the left, immediately
of course, by the left.
The left
right.
is attacking Christians again, which
it doesn't matter that
well, I was just gonna. What shocked me about that moment was like, I don't think most of Trump's people are going to like the idea that Trump thinks Mormons are Christians. I don't think they're going to be okay with that at all.
I thought it was quite the acknowledgement from the president of the United States that Mormons actually are Christian.
Yeah.
There was that. There's also clearly somebody on the left did this while driving a, Trump flag, toting pickup truck.
Right. Yeah.
But nonetheless, whatever. Right. So I guess there's different ways people respond to these kind of things. And the way that one member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints responded when he started thinking about, the people that were affected by this. He also thought about, well, what about this guy's family? And he sets up a give, send, go that is up to, I just checked, $382,000 that is for the shooter's family.
Wow. That, like, you always hear about these things, you know, these crowdsourced funds for victims' families, and that makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
They have a lot of shit that they need to pay for and stuff.
Yeah.
I am not 100% comfortable with setting up, like, I don't know what to think about setting up a fund for the shooter's family. Like, it's a little weird. I get that they are not the ones who did this. Right. And to some extent, this reflects so badly on them unfairly. And so, yeah, there is a victimhood that they experience also. But we don't know if they're good people. We don't know if they raised a shithead who, like, a violent, crazy lunatic.
This was the wife and kids of the man.
Oh, of the man?
He was going to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought it was, yeah. I mean, yeah, they lost. I don't know. I just feel weird about the whole thing.
It's really bizarre, right?
Yeah.
You don't hear about this happening, like, ever. For a member of the community to be like, yeah, we need to raise money for that woman. And it feels like it's like, I'm sure for people, Mormons, because apparently it was Mormons who donated. It went out through, like, Mormon channels and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just people in Michigan. This Mormon wasn't a member of this congregation.
Right.
But it's pretty fucking wild, because, like, there's one part that's like, of me that's like, boy, if that became like a trend, would shooters in their head be thinking, oh, well, you know, at least my family's gonna be taken care of,
right?
Because all of the Baptists, you know, that I'm about to go kill a bunch of Baptists, but the Baptists will, like, have to outdo the Mormons. Right.
Or do Mormons just suddenly get victimized all the time because everybody's like, you know, it's a bonanza if you attack the Mormons.
They've got so much money.
I don't know what to do. They've got this
weird, twisted,
like,
morality.
You've got a family man who's not making any money. He's suicidal already.
Yeah.
If he wants to care for his family, he can't afford a life insurance policy, and he knows that they just deny it anyway. Just go attack a Mormon church, get yourself killed, and the family's up for life.
Yeah, go blow up a Mormon church.
Oh my God.
And the Mormons will take care of you. It's really weird. Clearly that's not our advice.
No.
But yeah, it's really, really fucking wild. Apparently this guy was really the shooter was really anti-Mormon. He'd lived in Utah for a minute, had dated a Mormon woman. She broke it off, apparently.
Yeah.
He moves back to Michigan, and then for years won't shut up about how much he hates the Mormons. Like, brings it up at every opportunity.
Yeah.
Right. Like his
he
friends
sounds fun at parties, doesn't he?
One of his friends actually was like, he would be at a bonfire with all of us, and he would start talking about how Mormons were going to take over. And his friends were like, come on, we don't want to hear this. And what people were like, why Mormons? Why do you have this real beef with Mormons? But I guess they said that after he came back from Utah, he was just a completely different person.
Huh.
And I get that.
Utah,
I get that part.
Listen,
of it,
Utah
right?
will make you or break you. It's one of the other.
But, like, just an insane story. Yeah. Strangely uncomfortable, but also really, like, moved and touched at the same time by this gesture.
Yeah.
And the thought that did go into it of, like, you know, who else nobody's really thinking about here? Like, there's obvious victims, but what about, like, his family? Yeah. Like, they like, all of a sudden this guy, like, went out and did this heinous crime and is now is dead. And they thought about him.
Yeah.
That's some fucking weirdo shit. I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't.
I just wanted to bring it up and try to talk it through, and I don't feel any more settled about it.
I don't either. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know.
It's completely
what to do with
bizarre. Like, again, moved by this generosity and this impulse of like, hey, like, we've historically been this not marginalized group, but like, 150 years ago, people really fucking hated us. And, like,
people still hate the Mormons
and people still hate the Mormons and pick on the Mormons and everything. Yeah. But like, it's almost like this, like, fawning response.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's like, it's really strange. I'm not sure that it's a fully healthy response, even though it seems so generous on the surface. There's something just weird about it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what to do with it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move on.
Okay.
Because I got nothing.
Okay.
Franklin,
Dan,
were you part of the AV club in high school?
Oh, that we had an AV club at my high school. I would have been chairman and chief.
You would have done nothing else.
I would have been.
You would have thrown away your trombone.
No. So instead, I was editor in chief of the school newspaper.
Okay.
But had there been an AV club, oh boy, howdy, that's where I would have been.
Well, now they all have them because AV is a lot easier than it was back in the 1900s when we were doing it. But yes, so there at West Orange High School in somewhere, Florida, there was the AV, they do video announcements every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And one Wednesday, recently, there was a segment on the video announcements called Witchy Wednesday, and a young student got up and said, "Good morning, witches and warriors. Today it's Wednesday, and this is our first episode of Witchy Wednesday. I am here to guide you through your magical midweek journey every Wednesday." And she's proceeded to tell them all about how it was just the new moon, and the full moon's going to be coming up in a couple weeks, and here's what you can do, and a bunch of witchy stuff.
They really went for it.
They went for it.
They went for actual witchy poo shit.
Yeah. She did a whole thing. She talked about our first ever witch tip spotlight is a spell for enlightenment that I call Light of Insight. Okay.
What?
This was an AV teacher who was not doing their job. Because it may seem silly and harmless. Like, to us, that's just good fun. Whatever. Go nuts, kids. But not officially sanctioned. Like, nothing can seem. And here's the thing: we have an ally in saying no, you can't do that. If you agree with me that a kid can't do that, it's a religion. You know what I mean? It's basically Wicca.
Yeah.
And you can't do religious stuff. And unfortunately, a group callp the Liberty Council. We've talked many times about Liberty Council. They are, they're a group organized to sue people into trying to make Christianity our national religion or something like that.
Right.
They got wind of this and wrote a very sternly worded letter. And here's the thing. It's not what I thought it was, or at least it doesn't conclude as I thought it would.
Okay.
I was absolutely certain, you hear that they've written a letter and it's just like, we're going to sue you for making our good Christian kids listen to witchy stuff. And in fairness, they did complain about good Christian kids having to listen to witchy stuff. But what they decided the remedy should be is not stop doing witchy stuff. It was Let the Christian kids do Christian-y stuff.
They wanted equal time.
They wanted equal time. That's what this school did. This school opened the fucking door. Don't open the door. And so, yeah,
is there now like an atheist?
Well, I mean,
like Atheist Friday?
What Liberty Council is like either not thinking about or just ignoring is that if this stupid high school were willing to say, oh, okay, yeah, we'll let the witchy poo do her witchy poo thing, and then the Christian kids can do their Christian kid thing, the Satanic Temple's not far behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
witchy poo is not that far off from the Satanic Temple.
Right.
Temple. It's not that far off, right?
Yeah.
Because it's all like dark magic shit.
It's not dark. It's just silly magic-y stuff.
I know witches, Dan.
You know dark witches?
Oh, the darkest witches.
Are you a
no,
good
I
witch
know
or a bad witch?
I know upper middle class suburbanite women who like act like they're witches.
Yeah. And that's fine. They're just having whatever good times they want to have.
So dumb.
It's I don't connect to it personally. But I mean, if they're using it as a way of sort of, I don't know. Just I don't know. I don't care anymore at this point. But what I do care about is, no, you can't have Witchy Wednesday and like
right.
Like and let this kid just do witch religion on at school sanctioned announcements. You just can't.
Yeah.
And this is why.
It's pretty amazing. It's pretty fucking amazing. It's amazing that they went that direction. But you also know, boy, they'd have a really hard time being like, you got to shut down these religious stuff. Like they can't come at it from that angle.
Right.
They're because they're just
everything they want in the world
made that way
is to inject religion into school. That's their whole thing.
So they figure it's better to be able to have the Christian kids have access to this too, because this witchy poo crap, it's just a fad, right? In their mind, right? Like this, everybody wants to be a witch right now. It is weird, I will say.
Yeah.
Women who are doing the witch stuff.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
It's insanity.
I mean, the women that I know who are doing it talk about it as a way of sort of creatively exploring, thinking about their lives in different. It's the same thing as when you used to do tarot. When you used to like break out your tarot deck, and you didn't ever believe in the magic.
I thought it was funny,
and you thought it was funny, but like a lot of people who do tarot don't believe that there's anything magic happening.
Sure.
But they do believe that it's a different way of sort of thinking about your life, and it kind of can bring something up that's interesting or whatever.
Right. All right.
I don't know. There you go. If you would like to have a Witchy Wednesday and you think Frank is mean for thinking it's dumb, you can write into us about it. It's podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Or call and tell me how awful I am. Telephone number is 424-666-8442. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. More show coming right up.
Well, Frank, we've got we are recording a little earlier than normal, so we don't have the normal amount of correspondence. So I'm gonna read this email. This is from Hannah, who says, "Hi, Frank and Dan. Today I have started my Jesus year. It's my 33rd birthday, so as long as I make it another year, I will have beaten Jesus at living."
There you go.
Yeah. My formerly Catholic aunt told me this, and I thought it was really funny. I also realized that I didn't feel weird at all for laughing about it, which is another great step in my unpilgrim's progress journey out of my very religious upbringing. I believe this is in no small part due to your podcast. Thank you for providing medicine through laughter. Oh, well, that's very sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Glad we could be there.
And congratulations. Happy birthday. And,
yes.
And yeah, what a great birthday present to realize that you're no longer as under the influence of the religion or as scared of the religion as you once were.
Yeah, no, that's great.
That's a good thing.
Also, it's just all downhill after
the reason Jesus 30, went out at 30 before he reached 34 was because it sucks after that. It just gets worse and worse and worse.
Not true. The best is yet to come.
Oh yeah, your 40s are going to be amazing.
Yeah,
but yeah. I mean, enjoy your 30s.
It's your 50s. You have to.
It's your 50s.
Actually, your 50s are going to be amazing too, Dan.
We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows anything? All right, Frank. I know a lot of our people are aware of this, but I'm just going to point out that if you want to be a part of making this show happen, you, dear listener, dear viewer, dear whomever you are, in the comfort of your home, on the road, wherever you're going, you can just pause the show right now and go to thankgodimatheist.com/donate and become one of our patrons. And in so doing, you can not only have the ever-loving satisfaction of knowing that you're helping this show happen, because it's the only way that we make money at this point, but also you can get access to the Frank and Dan Diary, which is a weekly bonus content that we produce. This week, it's going to be a lot of movie talk. That's going to be a lot of fun, and you can also be one of the people who we're most grateful for, and that's great. And you get our magic powers. They are patented. They work as well or better than the magic powers of any other religion on earth, guaranteed. So yeah, go head on over to thankgodimatheist.com/donate. And I believe we have to thank someone.
We do indeed, Dan. We have our top donor, our Lord and Savior, Bashvark.
More show coming up. Well, Frank.
Dan.
I proposed a conversation for our final topic, and it's dicey. It's a dicey one.
There might be some opinions out there about this.
Well, and here's the thing.
So get ready, people. Start.
I don't think you or I have a solid landing place with this question. Okay. Maybe we do. Maybe we'll find a place to come to rest. But I am up in the air on this, and I think the conversation is basically just, okay, look, religions, none of the religions on this earth are, how you say, true. They're not, the truth claims that they make are not real.
Right.
So, okay, we can agree on that. But I used to be a pretty strident anti-theist, a person who was, I just thought, along with Christopher Hitchens, that the best thing for humanity would be if we could just get rid of them all. No religions for anybody.
Yeah.
And I think that's changing in me.
Oh, really?
In the sense that what I have come to believe, and there's data to back up a lot of this. What I'm saying is not, I'm not going to make a point that I'm going to claim is data driven, because I don't claim to be well versed in the sciences of the cognitive science of religion, or in psychology or any of that sort of stuff. But I do think that there's reason to believe that we are evolutionarily programmed to be superstitious critters. And we need society, and we need meaning and purpose and ways of coping with uncertainty. And there's a whole bunch of things that religion offers. And what I've come to think is that not everybody is equipped to answer these questions for themselves.
Not everybody is as good as we are.
We're
not everybody is as
awesome.
special as us. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is
we're the ones who are capable of figuring it out.
I don't think I have anything figured out. I will start with that. But what I do think is that, like, for whatever reason, it's not that hard for me.
Right.
But I know plenty of people who are atheists for whom it is really hard.
Yeah.
And like, they hate it. And if they could go back to believing, they probably would, because their belief gave them a lot. It gave them a lot. And we don't have structures in place or to supply some of those things. I think the sense of belonging and identity, atheism as an identity, it's not great. Like it's fine. Like, I love atheists. I love going to atheist conferences. I love meeting up with atheists. But like, the plurality of people means that I'm not going to necessarily get along with you just because you're an atheist. I'm not going to necessarily agree with a lot of your worldview just because you're an atheist.
Right.
I think a lot of us are sort of line up pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's so many things that people get from a religion. And it is an interesting tool for social cohesion. It's being used badly, and it can be used so badly. And that's the dark side of it is obviously that, Christianity can be used for good, or it can be used as Christian nationalism. And suddenly, rather than caring for the needy and the oppressed, they're just creating needy people and oppressing. And that's not great. But I don't think that everybody can just give it up. I don't think that everybody is okay. People go to these dark nihilist places when they let go, and and they end up not being okay. And we don't have anything for them currently. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe we just need to, as non-believers, we need to start developing structures that we can put in place for people who need them when they leave their religion.
Hand them the box set of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Right. And say there is a better place.
See,
there's a place where people don't believe in God.
Frank thinks he's not religious, but he's a Roddenberryist, and
okay. So,
yeah, what are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are that I still believe. So, it's all. I get kind of where you're coming from, right? I really don't want to believe that the ways in which we're hardwired to sort of, like things like agent detection and stuff like that, right? Or hardwired for superstition and all that, that is something that we can't easily overcome, right? As a people, as a species, right? These seem to be fairly, they're simple and straightforward explanations, right? Of these needs.
Yeah, there are explanations, but people still, like, intrinsically feel and lean towards.
But is it indoctrination and culture, or is it nature or nurture, right? Like how, like, I believe some of it's the way we're made, right? But I think that there's so much like looking to religion as an answer for your social needs, right? We're social critters, right? Like we need people, we need community. Religion is not the only place where those things are found, right?
No, but it is a really effective place where those things, they have a lot of that stuff really dialed in.
Yeah, they've had since the beginning of time,
right,
to figure this shit out and to figure out how to lure people into their little
into their trap.
Yeah, their little thought trap and money trap and power trap and like,
social trap.
Yeah. Like it's all part of that. And I just, for me, like the way that when you pitched this, I sort of thought about, well, am I anti all of these churches in a way where I want to like shut them down?
Yeah.
Or am I anti all of these churches because I think they do a lot of harm?
Yeah.
But they're not going anywhere. And so we have to figure out like how to all get along. And I'm definitely an all get alonger. I just want us to all fucking
well, that's the other
bury
thing.
the hatchet. Whatever got started here against us and between everybody and liberals and conservatives, like let's just fucking bury the hatchet and have a nice little, I don't know, little clam bake or something and just move on.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I want. I know that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
But like, considering a lot of the people that you want to bury the hatchet with don't even see you as a human being,
right?
It's a non-starter.
Yeah,
in that way.
Yeah. So, like, but do I want us all to like? Do I want the churches to get along? Do I want the churches to be nice to us? Does that mean I need to be nice back? Probably. Yeah. But because there's no button that we can push, right? To just make it all go away.
Right.
Oh, that we could, right?
But so I guess one of my questions is, have we been approaching this wrong? As a movement, the approach has always been show people that they are wrong, that the religion is incorrect. Prove to them that it is not that it is the product of bad thinking and it is incorrect, and get them out and let them join us in, as atheists. And I wonder if the approach shouldn't be modified to say, yeah, that's great. If people are ready to come out you come. Here, we'll be waiting with open arms and a warm cup of coffee or whatever. But the other prong of our fight should be about finding ways to encourage people who are religious to do it kindly and to do and to support the religions that are good, that are kind, that take care of people, and find ways to undercut the religions that are cruel and that are power hungry, and kill fundamentalism.
Sure.
But let them know that we're not trying to destroy Christianity. You know what I mean? Like put the word out. We don't want to destroy Christianity. We don't want to destroy Judaism. We don't want to destroy Islam. We just want people to act in, we want to encourage all of these religions to appeal to their better nature, the better angels of their nature, whatever that is. Right. Because I think, I think that's I think we're going to have religion. I think practically speaking, it's going to be there, at very least for the eminently foreseeable future. So I'd just rather be living in a world that has nice religious people who don't see me as their enemy because I don't want to be their enemy.
Yeah. I think you are in a different place, right? Because there's also like this is probably a weird conversation for somebody who's still dealing with religious trauma.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like somebody who like they want nothing to do. Like you're basically saying you need to go be nice with the people who like abused you, essentially, right? Like
I know like, I am not saying that, and I'm not saying that this is.
But I think that's how a lot of people are going to hear it.
Well, I don't. So let me be clear that what I'm talking about is on a systemic level. I'm not talking about this on an individual level. You have to take care of yourself individually.
Yeah,
and that's really important. And whatever that journey looks like for you, great. Get yourself healthy. That's important. That's vital. I'm just saying as a movement, as a group, and what are we should be re-examining our goals.
Yeah. I want all my little anti-theist terrorists out there. Like
I want them there
wreaking
too.
havoc, right?
The problem is just that as long as we're doing that, we're fueling the narrative that we are their enemy, that we are trying to kill them, that we're trying to get them. And
we don't really have to change. We don't have to change a thing about ourselves. We just need to be like, oh, wait a second. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Like, this is who we are. What crazy world are you living in? You think that we're your enemy.
Right. We want you at the table. We just want to make sure that you understand that, we want to encourage you and find ways to help you to embrace your fellow human beings.
To not be such dicks.
Don't be fucking dicks. That's what we need. We need non-dick religions. So, I don't know.
I don't know which ones you're looking at, Dan, because like they've all got their fair share.
Well, we just encourage them in that direction. We find all the ways we can to.
And then you have your ECLAs, and your UUs, and the Church of England. Apparently, kinda.
They're going forward.
Going the right direction.
We should just be applauding when they do good. Good job, little guys.
Oh, look at you!
I'm proud of you.
There's something. There's something patronizing about this perspective, though. And I like, because it is
I mean, there was definitely something patronizing about what I just said, the way I just said that.
No, but I think the whole thing, and I touched upon it at the very beginning of like, yeah, we are better, right? We are. Yeah, look at us, right? And
I feel like that's been
you little churches, you're still stuck in your you're still stuck in your belief, but that's okay. Let's all get along until you eventually just go away.
No, I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like when the anti-theists are the ones who have that attitude of like, obviously we're right, they're wrong, obviously, and the world will be better when they're done. Because we have it figured out and they don't.
Right.
And I just think I think that the more humble position and the more correct position is just maybe this is useful to society and maybe we're not going to be able to get rid of it and maybe we should find ways of making it better.
Hey, it apparently stops a lot of people from murdering each other.
If that's true,
because if that's where your mind goes, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I couldn't be an atheist. Why don't you just murder people?
What stops you guys from raping and murdering everybody?
Well, apparently your religion is stopping you from raping and murdering. You keep doing that.
Keep that religion then. We don't want you to be an atheist. Just keep on religioning.
So, yeah.
I don't know.
Some people need religion. Fine.
Maybe. It definitely seems like it. Anyway, I think that's a lot that we just said. I don't think we came to any good conclusions. And I think that people will want to write into us and tell us all about how dumb we are. And that's great. So do so. You can go, you just podcast at thankgodimatheist.com.
Or call and leave us a voicemail message. We'd love to hear from you. The telephone number is 424-666-8442.
Yeah. To support the show, go to thankgodimatheist.com/donate.
Like, subscribe, comment, all of that. This episode was edited by Roger Gowdy, and music was provided by the Red Rock Hot Club and Gordon Johnston.
Yeah. Hey, thanks to all y'all for tuning in. We sure do appreciate you.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Thank God I'm Atheist is a production of TGIA Media, LLC, copyright 2025, all rights reserved.